You've always had that idea, and I've had that separately, and I need to do that. That's my next calling is, and you can under fair use do this too, play little news clips, analyze it, because instead of me yelling at the TV at night or everybody else, start taking little clips. It doesn't matter if you do it perfectly. Be it, you in your house with a camera going, okay, watch this clip. This is the lies.
Right.
And just all of us doing it, uploading it everywhere, but also onto the site you're going to be launching.
Right. You do news. What can you do? You can do news. You can go out, start reporting these cops that are harassing people or robbing people of their civil rights. Hey, the week before Christmas, here's a classic example. We're out sharing the gospel, okay? Just passing out $1 million bills, okay? No big deal. Everybody loves them. Telling people the real reason for the season. All of a sudden, out of nowhere, 2 Dart police cops were in West End Marketplace, tackle a guy, okay, arrest him, throw him in cuffs, beat him up, throw him in the back of the squad car, and charge him with public intoxication. Now, this guy's a Christian. He's not drinking. He's out there.
And he's handing out gospel tracts.
That's it. But they didn't want us out there. The week after that, the real week before Christmas, they almost threw me and my daughter and a few others in jail for doing the same thing. Come to find out, I did a little research. Almost a year to the day earlier, the chief of police from Dart and the CEO of Dart had sent out a memo to all the officers saying they have every right to be on that public sidewalk and even on the public train passing out those gospel.
I know. Why would the police break the orders of their commanders and the Constitution and do that?
Because they're lick my boots, boy. Lick my boots, man. They're all fluorided up and on steroids, man. What do you expect? Now, not all officers are bad. I pray for police officers every day. I pray God to protect them.
No, you're a really nice guy. I've seen it, but all over Dallas, the cops come up and tell you on city sidewalks.
You can't be there.
Show the camera this little flyers you give out.
Well, like these. Hey, by the way, I brought you a big donation. Can you break a big bill?
So, I mean, these are ways that, and that's your, and even if folks hate Christians out there and they got a problem, it's your right to go out and have a First Amendment.
In fact, we got a case against the State Fair of Texas right now because they kicked us off the fairgrounds and said we couldn't be there even though it's owned by Fair Park.
And then you couldn't be out, they said, on the sidewalk in front of it.
They even threatened to arrest us for criminal trespassing for being out there. And now they conceded to that, but we're still in this court case. So I can't say a whole lot about it because it's coming up. But what I can say is that they asked me a question. They said, Darrel, how would you feel if a bunch of gays and lesbians were marching down with the pink police and doing that? I mean, if we let you do it, we got to let everybody do it. I said, well, praise God. Isn't that what the Constitution's all about? Free speech? Look, I may not agree with your opinion, but you're entitled to it. And you have every right and every civil liberty under the Constitution of the United States.
Well, plus, under this system, they're going to be allowed to march. You're not.
Well, that's the thing. They're selective. Oh, we can't profile people at the airport, but we can single out, Christians or conservatives, Ron Paul people or people that believe in, or they're pro-life instead of pro.
Yeah, they're all on the list. Yeah, we're on the list. They're not.
Exactly. And so, look, we need to give people a platform to start speaking the truth to power. All right. So if they're a little guy or the big guy, you live in a little city or big city, in 60 days from today, we're going beta with our site, You Do News. And this is for serious.
Tell folks the web address.
The letter U, D-O, News. You Do News.
Man, how much you have to pay for that domain?
Got it for the normal price, $9.95 a year.
Nobody thought to get that?
Hey, man, it's a gift from God.
What's the full address?
YouDoNews.com.
That is the most unbelievably good address I've ever heard.
Well, the great thing about it, Alex, is not only is this going to give a platform for people to speak the truth to power, but people are tired of the same old stories from the mainstream media. And my vision is to ultimately create a platform.
But Darrel, if I alone start linking to that, you're talking thousands a day in bandwidth.
Get this. Okay, not only will I be paying for that bandwidth on our servers instead of you having to do it, you'll never have to worry about YouTube pulling your channel again because we believe in the freedom of the speech. We believe in the freedom of the press. We want to create a cornerstone for a free and independent society. And the only way that's going to happen is if you and me and other people get up and get out and start putting people to the test, asking questions of Obama, not about his dog. Hey, how do you like your new dog, Mr. Obama? Isn't he cute? Isn't he lovely? Oh, I hear he can't swim. Why don't you ask about where all the money went on the bailout? Where did the trillions of dollars that they just stole from us?
By the way, Darrel, speaking of lying, Obama, I never thought it could be taken to a new level. He's taken it to a new level.
Oh, man.
Where he'll say he's ending torture, but he's expanding it. He'll say he's fighting CEO bonuses from bailout money, and he does the orders to do it. I mean,
the guy is good, man. He's the master manipulator. You can't believe a word he's saying. You know how you know he's lying? His lips are moving. I mean,
Yeah, but I thought that was Bill Clinton. This guy is just...
the best. He's the best I've ever seen. No two ways about it. And that's why we got to be on guard. That's why we got to get empowered. We got to pick up the power that's in the palm of our hand and take it to the people. Upload it at youdonews.com 60 days from today.
Well done, Lord Rundus. We'll be right back. Stay with us. Infowars.com. Let me tell you a little bit about one of our great sponsors, HomeGain.com. This is the place to get you started buying or selling a home, finding a realtor, and getting any real estate questions answered. Go to HomeGain.com and see what I'm talking about. All you need to do is type in your home address, and you will get an instant free estimate of your home's value online. This is a great way to be able to monitor the value of your home. And again, it's absolutely free. There are tons of tools to help you. For instance, if you want to remodel your home, go to HomeGain.com. Use their Home Sale Maximizer to help you determine which home improvements can most increase your home's value before you put it on the market. For 10 years, these folks have been helping home sellers and buyers. Visit their link at Infowars.com. Look for Max, the orange Home Gain Gorilla, to help you with any real estate needs you might have. You'll love this site. It's HomeGain.com, HomeGain.com. Check them out today. Okay, for the next 20 minutes, the next hour, we're going to talk to Kurt, Catalina, Jeff, David, Jake, with Darrel Rundus in studio. You can talk about all these issues. The next 5 minutes, though, we're going to finish up with something else Darrel's doing, another exciting idea of reaching out to people. And tell folks about it. In fact, you know me, I'm a silver and gold bug.
Yeah.
Let me have that. Let me see that.
Yeah, well, let me present it to you properly.
Well, no, I just want to show people. I want to.
You got to show people, okay? But what it is, it's a pure 1 ounce silver bar.
Here, zoom in over here.
Has the 10 Commandments on it. Now, I don't care if you're a Christian or an atheist or what. I don't really care. But look, if we're going to get back to basics, Alex, there's nothing more fundamental, no more basic. In fact, our whole society's laws were based on what law? The 10 Commandments, okay?
Don't murder people.
Don't lie. Don't cheat. Don't kill. Don't steal, and so on. And if we would start to hold ourselves accountable to that standard, especially the Christians, then maybe we'd start to hold other people, like our people, these plunderers, quit coveting our property, quit coveting our resources, quit lying, quit stealing our money, quit overtaxing us, and so on.
So you've created this 1 ounce fine. Here, show it to him again.
Well, yeah, it's a 1 ounce silver bar. It has the 10 Commandments on it, but that's not what we're doing. I was genuinely intrigued, Alex, believe it or not. I went out and asked thousands of different people who claim to believe in God if they could name the 10 Commandments. Now, they could name 10 sports teams, they could name 10 beers, they could name 10 celebrities, okay? But when I asked them to name the 10 Commandments, you know how many people could do it? About 5%, okay? So I wanted to give people an awesome incentive to learn the law of life and of liberty that's already written on their hearts. So I'm giving away $20,000 to anybody who can list the law in order and do it in 20 seconds.
Can I cut this open?
Yeah.
Guys, will you give me some scissors?
So in other words, if they'll go to 10andwin.com, site's already live, okay, it's there, and all they got to do, in fact, if they can't list the law in order and do it in 20 seconds or less, don't worry, we put a 2-minute video up on the site called Learn the Law, and we made it so simple for you to learn how to do it. My 8-year-old can do it. So we did a video of her,
But how do they win it online? I don't understand.
Well, what it's going to be is you go through the registration process. There's a site coming up there. And you get a little intro video. It tells you a little bit about why this crazy guy's giving $20,000 away for you to list the law. Once you go through the registration process, and I think it's October 28th, somewhere around the end of October, we are going to get on the phone live. Maybe we can do it on your show or do it at somebody else's.
That's fine.
What we'll do is get on the phone. The first one, I get on the phone, who can name all 10 Commandments in order in 20 seconds or less, as we randomly draw the names of those who registered. We're going to give them $20,000. It's that simple. There's no ads on the site. I'm not selling you some scam wow. I'm not going to put you on some mailing list. This is just the real deal. I mean, I got more dollars than cents.
Yeah, Darrel comes out to big public events with giant piles of silver dollars that people can answer questions and gives them out.
Yeah, I call it questions for cash. And
no, just like the New World Order controls things through money. They don't really care about money. They want souls. That's what you want on the other side.
That's right. We're fighting.
Because control of the minds of men is everything. We want to free them. They want to control them. But you know what? So how many winners can you have? Or is it
we're going to have one winner at the end of the contest. As many people as want can register. You, your wife, as many people.
So it's whoever can do it the best?
No. What we're going to do, whether you can do it or not, doesn't matter. Go to 10andwin.com and register. Then watch the Learn the Law video. Okay, It's a 2-minute video. In fact, let me just teach you on air real quick the 10 Commandments in order. Are you ready?
All right.
Let me borrow your fingers. Put that down for a second.
We'll come back to Darrel.
Okay, ready? Okay, number 1, put God first. Number 2, don't bow down to idols. Okay, number 3, don't take God's name in vain. Number 4, all these people are going somewhere. Where are they going? They're going to church because they're honoring the Sabbath day and they're keeping it holy. Number 5, honor your father and mother. That's like a spanking, So, hey, CDC may be coming to my house.
CPS.
I spank my kids from time to time. But number 6 is like 6 fingers like this. Those are 6 shooters, all right? Thou shalt not kill. Number 7, we turn into an A. Thou shalt not commit adultery. Number 8, we turn into a mask. Who wears a mask? thieves. Okay, so do not steal. Number 9 is a lying 9. Thou shalt not lie. Number 10, hey, gimme. Don't covet. So, hey, look, we need to get back to basics.
And by the way, it's hard to follow those. You think that would be easy.
It's real simple if you practice. Once again, we made it so simple.
No, but I mean to actually
even
follow
an
those.
8-year-old can do it.
But I tell you.
Go to 10andwin.com, win yourself 20 grand. It's that simple.
But how do I get one of these 10 Commandments?
That's yours.
No, but how do folks get one of these?
Oh, well, I don't know. I just give them away. I don't sell them. You know me. Like I said, I got more dollars than.
Need to talk to Ted Anderson. We can get a lot of these out to people.
They're wonderful.
I'm a big capitalist. I believe in these. Look. Well, I'm telling you, I'm addicted to silver and gold. Look, I'm kind of like even a little pot-bellied dragon. Here it is, folks. Stay with us.